What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sick Eric Tech, and today we're going to be talking about LG devices and what happens when the updates stop. Now, these devices are nearing the end of their OS updates. The LG G8 pretty much already done and called it a day. It is on Android 12 with no recent updates. This thing has been updated since December of last year. The LG V60 is on May security patch, I think, and the LG Velvet is still on Android 12, LG V60 being on Android 13. LG Velvet still on Android 12, at least my version, which is the T-Mobile variant, with the June security patch. So this one has been updated the most recently, and it still does not have Android 13, which I'm really concerned about because I'm waiting for Android 13 for my LG Velvet. The LG V6 already has Android 13, has been fantastic. And like I said, the LG G8 is still on Android 12. So what happens when the updates of these devices stop? A lot of people ask, well, can we still use the device? And yes, technically you still can use these devices, but once those security patches stop coming, which again, LG offers 3 years of OS updates, and these two phones came out, I believe, in 2020. So that is pretty much going to be it. Android 13, that's it for these devices once it comes out for the Velvet as well. And the LG G8, again, being 2019 phone, I think is pretty much done. But once the updates stop, your phone won't be as secure as any other device with those security patches once they stop. Now, does that mean the phone is unusable? No, it doesn't. You can still use the phone. You can still go into settings. You can still go into settings and you can still update your Google Play System update right in the settings. You're just going to go into settings and search Google Play, and it will restart and update your phone. So you still can do that, and you can still use your apps. Most apps are usable up until Android 11 and above, Android 12 and above. So it goes back pretty far to where all your apps are still going to work, but the security of your device. So I wouldn't go downloading any unknown files. Download all of your apps from the Play Store. Maybe get yourself a good spam detector or security app on your device to help scan for viruses and things like that once the updates stop, just to keep it safe. But as long as your apps are still updating, you could still use this device. Now, like I said, will it be secure? No. What's the chances of your device getting hacked? Very slim. But like I said, depending on what you go on. If you're going on them shady websites and downloading stuff you're not supposed to be downloading, then yeah, your phone will get hacked or some sort of virus or something like that, and it will compromise your device. But if you're safe and use all the right apps to keep it safe, download everything from the Play Store, which is pretty much safe anyways, then you are good to go. And yes, it might be time to start looking for another device. Yes, that sucks. Everybody loves their LG devices, but the time of LG is coming to an end. These updates are going to be the last updates for these devices. The LG Velvet coming in on its last update. The LG V60 is on its last OS update. And of course, the LG G8 has already been done, and no more updates, not even a security patch since December. So another thing you can do is utilize these phones somewhere else. You could utilize the LG V60, for example, and make it a media player. This thing's got a headphone jack. It's got a quad DAC, micro SD card. You could use this purely as a media player. Slap some music on a 1 terabyte SD card and go to town and use this as your iPod. Same thing goes for the LG Velvet, micro SD card, and on the LG G8. Again, this is a nice small size to use as an iPod. You can slip this in your pocket. You get a headphone jack, and you do get a nice audio sound on these. And like I said, you could also use these as a webcam if you want to use these as, a separate thing. You can use these, put it on the side of your bed, and use these as a little Google Home for the side of your bed if you want to do that as well. But there's still many things you can do with these devices. You still could be able to use them, but your security is going to be very, very slim and tight. You got to be careful of what you download and just keep everything updated as far as the apps go. Your phone's still going to work. It's still going to have 5G on there, or 4G, talking about the LG G8 here. And you're still going to be able to make calls and do everything that you want to once those security patches stop. And like I said, most apps are compatible for at least a couple of years. These phones are still going to be compatible with whatever apps you have on here for like the next 2 or 3 years. App compatibility on these go back pretty far. You know, most of them are like Android 11 and up, and they'll work. So you still got some time, you know, especially if the Velvet gets updated to Android 13, you're still good for another couple of years of using these without security patches. Now, you won't get any bug fixes or anything on top of that. So no new features, no bug fixes. So your phone's going to be like this until it stops working or until you buy a new phone. But I guess the time has come, guys, to start looking for a new device. If you have any one of these 3 devices, it's time to let go. And maybe, you know, like I said, another couple of years, yeah, you might want to start looking for another device. But to keep safe, once these stop getting updated, start looking for a new device just to be on the safe side. It's up to you guys. I'm just giving you some information on LG and how long they supported the devices. Like I said, LG offered 3 years of OS updates on the V60, and guess what? It's been 3 years. Same thing for the LG Velvet, and a lot of manufacturers today are offering more than that, 4 years of OS updates. But then again, those are newer updates. I believe anything above the Snapdragon 888 with Qualcomm offers 4 years of updates. Well, these do not have that 888. You get the 865 on the LG V60, so it doesn't quite qualify for that. But like I said, just be safe with your devices once they stop getting updates. Be cautious of where you do your surfing on the internet and stuff like that, and don't download any unknown files just to keep things safe. So hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And enjoy your LG V60, your LG Velvet, and if you're using an LG G8 while you can, because the life of these devices are running out. So I will see you next time here on Sick Eric Tech, guys. Stay safe. Peace.